Bonjour, 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 c'est Egon. Bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode de L.A Noire. Nous allons voir ce que nous réserve cette prochaine enquête.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine.
Encore cette morphine.
Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
So you're the first in the
I think we
family
bust in there and
without
find the
a-
Enquêter au club 111, dont l'indice morphine.
God damn.
drink.
Just can't seem to
got the
put this
jitters.
morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Et ça se trouve, ce juge était lié avec avec celui qui a récupéré toute la morphine là. Comment le psychiatre, ça se trouve, c'est son psy.
Canary says you'll sing, but if I guarantee he'll walk.
Oula. Plusieurs morts, club 111. Apparemment, ils ont tiré dans le tas sans viser quelqu'un en particulier. Le mobile est certain. Tout ce qu'on sait, c'est que deux victimes portaient sur elles de la morphine et surplus l'armée. C'est pourquoi la brigade des mœurs dans la danse. On a déjà récupéré 100 000 $ de marchandises auprès de Lenny. Et malgré tout, la dope continue d'inonder les rues. Donc logiquement, le lieu, voilà, ok, il est. Est-ce que sur la carte on le voit? Donc nous il est là. Et le lieu c'est là-haut. C'est ça. Donc. Hop. À droite. Encore à droite. Et là 1, 2, 3, 4e à gauche. Donc droite, 4 gauche.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind. About time.
On s'en fout. Donc on est où? Ah non, merde. Je suis sorti par le côté. Donc à gauche, à droite. Et là 1, 2, 3e à droite. Donc gauche, droite, 3 gauche.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
J'espère que je me trompe pas. Attends. Je sais pas. Ah ben voilà. C'est l'autre qui me rentrait dedans, mon pote, hein, pas moi. Alors, attends. Non. Pas le bon bouton. Pardon, désolé. Je suis où? Là. Donc c'est la deuxième à gauche. Pardon. Normalement c'est là.
Take the next
Ouais,
left.
c'est ça. Et là c'est au bout. Putain. Ça a été chaud. Club 101. Ouais. Ouais.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Allez, c'est parti pour la fouille. Bon, on va partir de ce côté-là.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Non. De l'autre côté, quelque chose dans l'autre poche. Ah oui. La morphine.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Y'a rien. Allez, dépêche-toi. Rien de spécial. C, donc faut aller voir A, B.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Ah non, c'est le corps. Y'a rien dans ces caisses là. Pas d'indice, non. Oula. Casse tout. Ah. C'est quoi ça? Ah, les cigarettes.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Comment ils cachent pas la morphine dans les paquets dans les cartouches de cigarettes? Tiens.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Nous l'indice caisse de Coolidge. J'ai rencontré les inspecteurs chargés de la cambriolage d'Hollywood. On l'a déjà vu ça, les cartouches de cigarettes. Donc ça c'est bon. Hop hop, demi-tour. Ça on a déjà regardé.
Well maintained.
None of the same, are
Custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Ouais, ça a rien ça.
What's that click?
Hein? Ah, peut-être un double fond. Ah, il doit y avoir un code.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet. He kept his stash close at hand.
Non, faut la cutter là.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Find anything interesting?
Non, maintenant, il n'y a plus que le A. Il est où? Qu'est-ce qu'il regarde, toi? Oui, les traces de balles, oui. Voilà, ok, ça on l'a vu. Voilà. On est passé à côté de quoi? Non? Ouais, alors, toujours ces bouteilles de bière, on s'en fout. On parlera plus
I've
tard.
got friends that work at the examiner. How about $5 for an exclusive?
Il n'y a pas deux corps, non? Ah, il y a le deuxième corps.
I think I've seen it all.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Ah, il y a un truc avec lui, là. Ils sont pris plus à lui qu'aux autres. Il n'y a rien sur le bas. Un journal. Non. Voilà. Toujours, il y a un truc avec cette bière ou quoi? Dans le jeu, on la retrouve partout, celle-là. Donc apparemment, je sais pas, moi je me semble avoir tout fouillé. À moins qu'il y a... Ah, il y a d'autres pièces là. Oui, ben j'ai appuyé.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Ah, c'est le fameux Marine, le patron de la boîte. Ouais, ben il n'y a rien à... À moins qu'ils me disent qu'il manque une montre. Parce qu'il a rien dans ses poches, c'est comme bizarre. Oh, c'est dégueulasse. Putain. Là, on a regardé. Là aussi. Là. Non. Ok, il n'y a rien à regarder. Il n'y a rien dans les placards. Rien dans ce coin-là. Ah, le coffre.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Je pense que... Ça va... C'était pour passer un message. Ça c'est quoi? Ça c'est le vestiaire. On peut pas y aller.
Hey,
Donc là on a regardé.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Merde. Voilà. Junk. Ça sert à rien. Un paquet de cigarettes à côté. Ouais. Je pense que ça sert à rien. Des faux indices. Bon, bah on va aller lui parler.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Ouais.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Chier. Bon, mais...
Never the same, are they?
Qu'est-ce qu'il m'a
Advice?
Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
Ok. Alors, lieu. Hop là, là. Commissariat. Ah, tu veux encore me parler? Jolie mademoiselle.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer. I just want to see.
I never forget a face. But in your
C'est qui
case,
parle?
I'll be glad to make an exception.
Bon, alors. Carte. Donc logiquement, on est là. C'est quoi là? Le Blue Room. Donc c'est là 1, là. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e à gauche. Donc on se prend un accident, on va être content.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Any central unit, suspect to be taken into custody in Southern California. Stand by for further unit
Oh le con!
identify code 2.
Fallait bien un accident comme d'habitude. Sinon c'était pas drôle.
Phelps!
Oui, je sais, je suis une quiche en conduite. Oh là, il y a la presse.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Now the DA wants my
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coleridge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111
Le
Club?
vol sur les quais et le foutoir. Est-ce qu'il y a un nom qui me dit quelque chose? Attends, mes mots. Eddie machin.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Morphine. Voilà, caisse, elle est là. Quel saut, Jack, quel saut. Non. Albert. Félix Alvaro. Attends, qu'est-ce qu'il m'a...
Yeah, I want to make homicide.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Get to that desk.
Enough to arm 3 companies. This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Attends. Non. Individu. Ouais, parce que ça j'aurais dû regarder là. Ah bah oui, Eddie, machin. Bo et Bilson, c'est les 2 musiciens. Un test d'accueil, ok.
I say we bust in there
What
and
now?
find the goddamn evidence.
Voilà.
Any ideas?
All these junkies seem to get a free pass to the Blue Room.
Voilà.
How about we pay a visit?
Blue Room.
Mouthpiece torch stripped off me at the grand jury.
Oula, oula, là, doucement, excité. Par là. Ah putain de journaliste. Alors la carte. Nous on est là et on va là. Ouais, c'est à côté donc. Il faudrait tourner dans l'autre sens plutôt. Là, 1, 2, 3, 4e à droite. 4e à droite.
So, half your old lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to call them.
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke? Hey, cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the blue room? I couldn't do that to you.
Any central unit of 484.
Donc c'est pas celle-là, c'est la prochaine.
Just occurred 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Ouah, pilé. Normalement c'est de l'autre côté. Voilà. Pas besoin de se garer.
That cherry pie.
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed items right now.
Non. On va pas lui parler. Lui non plus. D'accord. Ça c'est les chiottes. On s'en fout les chiottes. Ah merde. Encore. Musique. Non, ça s'arrête. C'est bon.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Victime.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Ok. On a changé de voiture. Interroger nouveau lieu, club combo, nouvel individu pour... Merde. Oh merde, ah bah ça commence bien. C'est quel véhicule déjà? Quel con. Merde. Ah, elle vous a merde, je pensais que c'était plus loin que ça. Le con. J'étais sûr qu'elle était plus loin que ça la voiture. D'accord, faut que je suive, je suive.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Bah allez, elle est en face.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Tu aurais pu éteindre tes phares, tu te fais remarquer, non? Elle est là à t'attendre. Non, elle est là à t'attendre. Ah non. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire? Tu crois qu'elle a des choses à te cacher? Allez, réponds, mademoiselle. Elle est déjà déshabillée. ben alors, petit cachotier de ce Phels. J'ai rien vu venir.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation.
That cherry pie was delish.
I'll bring you coffee.
LAPD. We have some questions.
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that.
I'll bring you coffee.
I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Jack Dragna has you on the run. You're muscling the guys who stole the morphine from the ship.
You calling me a liar, kid? You think you can prove that in court? Huh?
Ouais. Cigarette volée, fusillade, casse du Coolidge.
I'll bring you coffee.
Passage cargaison du SS Coolidge. Attends, je peux pas revenir. Attends, le mémo.
Nice try, kid. But you're gonna have to do a lot better than that.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy.
I'll bring you coffee.
It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I want to make sure. You know you make it.
Ah.
is no battle of wits between you and me. I never pick on an unarmed man.
La carte c'est où? Ah oui, c'est carrément à l'autre bout. Non, ça c'est le club au combo. On est allé tout à l'heure. C'est ici, donc non. On tourne à droite, c'est la 1, deuxième. Deuxième à gauche, et tout droit. Ah mais merde, tant pis. Allez, je rentre tout dedans, on fait de stop car. C'est pas grave, on s'en fout. C'est le côté, donc si on fait tout droit là, non. Plutôt l'autre d'après et tout droit. Ah ben voilà, je casse tout, oh la vache. Je casse tout dans cette partie.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3. All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
C'est sympa pour nous ça. Bon, elle est pas trop abîmée la voiture. Nous on est là, donc c'est la 1, 2, 3e à gauche.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units to respond. Code 3, identify. Unit 19 Adam, meet the officer at 5920 Fountain Avenue. Assist Unit 49 William transporting an injured citizen.
Voilà. Ça tire là, ça tire. Avec mon pistolet. Avec votre pistolet.
Drop the gun now!
Oui, il s'est pris un quart. Bon oui, c'est bon, on a compris. Tiens, c'est le pote à l'autre, ça. Alvaro, Hollywood. Alvaro, c'est ce qui c'était sur le manifeste.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Au combo, table 3. La table 3, c'était la table de l'autre. Donc c'est bien qu'il y a un lien maintenant. Là, attends, indice. La carnet de tueur, donc c'est bon.
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Attends, hop là, le téléphone là. Le téléphone là-bas. Ça va être la fin de l'épisode.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
Ok. Non. Donc la voiture, elle est par là. Oula, oula.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Donc la prochaine sauvegarde.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
Voilà. Carte. On est là. Et on doit aller là. Donc la prochaine à gauche. Et toujours tout droit. Ici là. Ah ouais.
Every man for himself. Oh, crap.
Oula. Ouf. Ah, on y arrive. Et ça va être un lieu de sauvegarde normalement. Voilà.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Va te faire foutre. Ok. Sauvegarde en cours. Eh ben... Mesdames et messieurs, ça sera la fin de l'épisode du jour. Et je vous dis à demain pour la fin de cette enquête nommée le destin manifeste. Je vous remercie d'avoir suivi cet épisode et je vous dis à bientôt. Au revoir.